Tamara here. Nice of you to join me. This will be the last video in the Chest of Memories series of videos, and in this video we are just going to be decorating the chest and just giving a few tips and hints and tips on different parts of this project. So first of all, if you want to know how to make up the album and the chest, then head on up here and the playlist there, and you can then watch the whole series all the way through. It is quite a big project to do. I've done it literally in real time, but I faff a lot, so you might be able to get it done a little bit quicker, and you can pause me and you can then fast forward me if you don't want to hear all the waffle, so things like that. So I just wanted to give you a quick tip actually. I had a bit of a struggle to get my book into my drawer, and Maggie Moore from CoolKatzCrafts, I've got this tip from her, and it was to use tumble dryer sheets to wipe along the edges of your project to just give it a little bit of a lubrication, so that it slides in a bit smoother. So all I did was I just went around the edges of my drawer with the dryer sheet, and the album just slipped right in. It's amazing actually. It really does work. Another thing that you can use is as a candle, but this one smells nicer, and it doesn't leave that waxy residue, which is good. So, and then that can just fit straight into my drawer of my chest. So that was the first tip. Right, the second thing we're going to do is the box. Now, what I've done around the edge of my box is I've just gone around and added some construction tape just to the edges to make them black. Now, the other thing that I'm going to say to do is to get a permanent black marker and just mark or just colour in those corners. Okay, the other thing that you can do is just add a bit more not double-sided tape, sorry, some more masking construction tape to those corners, and that then will hide the grey board. So that's two different techniques that you can do to get rid of those corners. So let's do the next one. So if you haven't got any construction tape, but you've got a permanent marker or a black marker, you know, we can get around things that way. So let's just put them in. Okay, like so. You might just have to do a bit of black marker just on those, in those corners, to get them done. Now the next thing is what we've got to do is we're going to put on our acetate. I'll leave a link to where I get my acetate from. I tend to get it from our friendly neighbourhood Prime delivery driver, and this is 240 micron. That's so it's quite thick. So it's this one. Sorry, it's a bit shiny. Thick acetate sheets. You get 5 sheets in it, and it's really nice and thick. So I'm gonna just measure my opening here, and I'm gonna cut my acetate at 6 inches by 6 inches. Okay. Okay, get my acetate sheet there. You can I don't know how. There we go. You can maybe see that a little bit there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some double-sided tape. I'm just going to get my half each one just around the edge of the acetate. Okay, and that should... So with this bit you can't really see. I can't see, I've just put some double-sided tape onto the table. And then onto there. Okay, burnish that down. Just make sure that it's not showing, and it isn't. Now you could also put some double-sided tape along here as well, just so that it ends up sticking, but I think that's possibly about how I want it. So take off the backing, and I'm going to stick one side down first. Let's just take that off. It's very sticky. So let's position it where we go. Okay. Yeah. So that's the acetate window in. Okay. So next job is doing the outside edge. So putting our decorative paper on the box. Right. I haven't got the Imagine, but I found something a little bit. It will be similar. So it's not going to stand out like a sore thumb if I use this. So with this box, let me find the ruler. Okay, right, so I'm going to cut my strips at 7/8 by 6 5/8. Right, so we want 7/8. Let me just double check to make sure that fits nicely. Yeah, I think that's nice. By 6 5/8, wasn't it? 6 5/8. There we go, that gives me a nice border all the way around. So we need 4 of those. So 1, 3, 4 by 6 5/8. So 1. I'm going to put these together. So 6 5/8. Okay, I am going to ink these edges though, because I think that will bring the design all together with the Imagine paper. So, once you've done all of that, we need to think about making our mitre corners. Now, the easiest way I know how to do this is grab yourself a very big pair of scissors. Okay. and mine can do with a clean. Okay, so once you've got your piece, you need to angle them, so keep them so that you've got the right angle so that they join together like that and form an L. Okay, once you've got that in that nice position, you're going to cut from this corner to the top corner. Okay, so from this corner to this corner. Okay, making sure that they're nice and level, like so. Okay, and that should create a nice mitered look. Okay, so let's ink them edges. Okay, so that goes with that. So the next thing, you have to do the same with the other side. So again, marry those corners up and then chop down. So then that can go, that can be stuck on like that, and then this one, okay, and then this one. Oh. And then the last one at the bottom. So then this one gets the same treatment. Did I have that? That goes that way. That goes that way. Okay, and this one, the last corner. I'm so sorry if you can hear my little doggy is snoring away in the background there. She tucks herself in her blanket. She actually gets in her little blanket, wraps it all around her, and then you can't see her. I should show you really, shouldn't I? But the state of my floor is a bit where where I've been crafting, it is a bit messy everywhere. When you make memory books and mini albums, you just the paper just gets everywhere. It's these little tiny bits here as well. They just, doesn't matter how much you try and tidy up, they still end up on the floor. So let's just put our glue on. So that then is the top of our box done. So now we just need to do the sides. Now I'm just going to use the same paper to do the sides with. Okay, what I've decided to do is I'm going to use I've got this tiny little bit left, so I'm going to use this to actually cover the drawer and the front of the box, so that that's all going to sort of match in with my with the papers obviously that I've used. So the box, so what I'm going to do is just put the box in, and that, and then I'm just going to measure those ones there, so I need to be very precise. So this needs to be 2 and, write this on, 2 5/8. This is 2 5/8, and that's 2 5/8. By, I think it's the same, 6 3/4, 6 3/4, and that would be, I'm hoping that's going to be the same, 6 1/2, 6 3/4, 6 3/4, I think. Yes. So I'm going to start with the top one. So let's go with 2 5/8. So 2 1/2, 2 5/8 is there. And I want that side. So that would be 6 3/4. There. Oops. So that's the top. Okay. And then I want that side, so that needs to be 6 3/4 again. And that's there. Like so. Just turn it around that way. Okay, I'm going to ink my edges. Sorry, I'm going to put my head in the way there. So I get that. All up. Okay, the next one. Sorry, I go very quiet when I'm concentrating. There we go, that's better. Quickly ink those at edge. Oh, that bit there, that side, that looks okay. I can do that. So let's get this little bit. Ooh. Off you come. Don't know. How does this happen? Okay, let's measure this bit. So that is 6 7/8 by 1 and and 7/8. So 6 7/8 by 7/8. Okay. So that's the front of the box. That looks really nice on camera, actually. Really, really nice. I feel as though I'm so close. So we've done the front and the top, and it doesn't look too out of place. If I then do the sides here in the green, I think it'll go really well. I think because we've got green in the dress as well, so that's and green down here, so it's not too bad a match, I don't think. So we can just add that green on the sides. So let's work out what we're going to do on the sides and what colour to use. I'm going to do a continuous piece of paper all the way down. So this measures 7 1/8 by 6 7/8. So 7 1/8 going down. By 6 7/8. So that then is my continuous sheet of paper going down. I'm going to have to use different sheets, I think, for this. You know what would be really good to do with this project would be a mixed media one. So one where you make it up, but then you just use your own papers to... Oh, that looks nice too. No, let's stick with that one. Where you use your own papers that you've, like maybe you jelly printed your papers. That would look spectacular as well. You know, putting on some clay pieces that you've made with your moulds. That would be super duper as well. Okay. Right, I've just noticed that this corner needs to be cornered. And it's the 1/2 inch one. So there we go, that's better. Okay, so that's that side. And then we could add this, but it's not going to look as good because obviously it's you could maybe add that on the back, but I'm going to add this next one to this side. It doesn't matter if it doesn't match. So 7 1/8. You could get away with if you did it obviously paper pieced it. That could work. Let's do that corner while I remember. There. And I did the wrong corner as usual. Never mind. I thought I was being clever. this is also a good project if you wanted to use all your offcuts up. So all your offcuts from all your different projects, that would be good as well if you used all your, as I say, all your offcuts, and it would use them all up, wouldn't it? So glue. I'm putting lots of glue on this side. On this one. I'm also going to add a little bit of gilding wax to the edges when I come to do that. But what I'm going to do is I've got this sheet and I've got this sheet left. I'm going to add these on, but then just add a black line down the centre, and then that gets rid, not get rid, that's a bit of a, didn't mean it like that, that kind of uses up these last little bits of paper, like so. So let me measure how big this is. So that is 8 1/8. Goes on there. Round that corner. Because I've got these two colours, these two pattern papers on the side, I think it works with it being on the back. So. Okay, let me just measure what I've got left. So that is 2 by 8 1/8. 2 by 8 1/8. And then that goes on there. That's better, I think. Let's just round that corner. So unless I'm not straight, I think that is. But you're not going to see if that's not straight. That's odd. Okay, doesn't matter because I'm going to cover that edge anyway. But I don't think I've cut my measurement straight. Okay, so you can see I'm way out there. I think it's where I've put this one on, I've not put it on straight. Wow, that's really bad, isn't it? That's like very skew-whiff. So I'm going to put on a, let's have a look how big that is, a 3/8 of an inch. 3/8 of an inch black line paper. So 8 1/8 by 3/8 of an inch. So that's half, quarter, 3/8. And then that can go on there, and then you won't even know. And then you could actually put, which would look really nice, a line of pearls along there. That would look really good. Okay, so then that is that. I'm just going to do the insides in black apart from this one because we want to be able to see that. See, so that would be, I could use that, that would be okay. Let's use that. So let's go with 5 1/8. Which is what that is now. So let's go with 5. No, that's not right. It's this side, isn't it? 7. There we go. 7. That fits in there just nice actually. Just round the corners and ink the edges. Add that on there. Sorry, you can't probably see what I'm doing. I'm just crafting away. And so that looks okay actually. That really does go. Right. So now to put on the feet and the handles. Oh, right, I found a handle which I thought would be nice, which is this nice white one, which I think would go really, really well. And I found some metal feet as well that are going to go nice on the bottom. But what I want to do first of all, before I do any of that, is I just want to put some black card in here and on the bottom, and then that finishes off that part. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. And I'm just going to, I've just noticed here, I can see just a little bit of the the grey board coming through. So what I'm doing is just adding a little bit of that permanent marker just to the corners here, just so that it blends in. Okay, so that there is that. So let's put this on, and I've done the one for the bottom as well, so that's all in and ready. Push that in. So that's good. I'm going to just turn on my heat gun. No, I'm not. I've got some in here. I've got some E6000, which is really good for sticking metal. So we need to now work out where we're putting the little handle. But while I think of it, I'm just going to find my little screws, and now I need a pencil. Maybe if I sing to it I can find it. Pencil, where are you? Pencil. Nope, didn't like my singing. Okay. Oh, maybe it did. I found it. Okay, so let me get the half of this. So if I said that was 2.5, so that would be 1 1/4. No, it's not 2.5. It's 2 3/4. So 1. So that would be 1 3/8. So that's 1 3/8. And then we are, so that's 6 1/4. No, 6 3/4. So that's 3/8. So that would be 3 3/8. So that there should be the centre. So let me get a pokey tool, poke the hole. I'm hoping that's right. Let's take that screw out because that screw will be too big. Take one of these little tiny ones. Let's push this through. There we go. And come on. There we go. Now I will link down below where I got all of these, the hardware. I buy a lot of my hardware like this from Aliexpress, because I can buy them in bulk then, and that's obviously I buy a lot of my products like that in bulk. It just works out for me a lot cheaper to do it that way. So let's put this all back in. That one goes in there. Get the little feet. Ah, no. Somewhere, where did that go? There we are. I need to put the bottom on. I nearly forgot. I nearly forgot my bottom. There we go. So. Here we are. Let's get that in place. Like so. Now we have got one thing actually which we haven't done, which I'm going to leave for you to do, is this bit at the back. Now the bit at the back is obviously you can use that for extra photographs or just things that you know you're waiting to put in your albums. You can just put in the back there, or you can make a tiny little album that fits in there. Okay, let's get the E6000 out. Now this will need to set, so it's very good stuff, but it does need to set. That's one. Oh. There we are. That's two. Oh, a bit too vigorous there. Now what I think I may do is just get myself some elastic just to put around. I haven't got any, I don't know, that's two. Oh, see, it's falling off over already. So the elastic will hopefully hold the feet in place until they've set. So I'm hoping that's what it's going to do. So how to do this? Turn it up and let's get it over first. And one, two, three, four. Let's turn it up this way. Right, stay on. You know what I should have used is hot glue. That would have worked perfectly. I don't know why I didn't. Thought I'd give something else a try, I think. Okay. Right, so I'm going to put this to one side and hopefully that will keep everything together for until it sets. I will take some pictures and put them on Facebook and Instagram so that you can have a look at the finished product as it's all finished in its finished form. It's a bit hard to try and do it on camera because obviously you look down, so I'll have to maybe use my phone and I will do a different like live shot of it and then put it that way. But I must say I'm really pleased with it. It's turned out beautiful, I must admit. Even though I've got different papers, they go beautifully, they really do. So I'm quite pleased with it, and I love this handle as well. It just fits nicely in your hand, you know, as you're pulling it out and things. So this just goes in here, and I have noticed I have forgotten to do something with this box here. So let me just show you what we need to do with the box. I've actually forgotten to do this front part here, so just cut another one of those, or another two, because I forgot that bit as well, and also the inside bit as well. I would just do that in black, so exactly the same way as we did the front, but just do those in there like that. Well, thank you again for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this very quick, well, I'm hoping it's a quick video of just a whistle-stop tour of how we decorate our box. It's very, as I say, very simple to do, sort of thing. You just have to measure them up and leave a 1/8 of an inch gap around, and it just looks amazing. So yes, please, if you do make this project, please tag me in the makes that you put on social media. I would love to see them, really would. I mean, come and join my group Memories Papers Art over on Facebook as well. Come and say hi. It's always good to get some new members there as well. Yes, please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Yeah, would love to have you as one of my subscribers. So thank you to all the subscribers that I've well, I'm waffling again. I do this every time. I waffle at the end of the video. I waffle, and I'm trying to make it like I want to do it in like 30 seconds. Just say bye-bye, thanks very much, here's my links, see you later. Never works like that, but I try. Anyway, links are down in the description as always, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. Take care. Bye.